Welcome back to the English Podcast Studio, where we explore love, language, and all the messy bits in between. I'm Emily.
And I'm Danielle. And today, we're talking about something dangerously relatable.
Things you should never say on a first date in English. I've got a list, Daniel, and I feel like you've probably said at least 3 of these things.
Excuse me, I am a respectful gentleman, unless I forget my filter.
So let's get into it. First one on the list. So, how much do you make?
Oh no, straight into the bank account?
I once had a guy say, if we get married, do I get access to your student loans? Like ... romance is dead.
To be fair, that's kind of poetic in a tragic, financially entangled kind of way. But yeah, don't talk money on date 1. That's a red flag wrapped in a dollar bill.
Better option, ask about their goals or dream job. It's still deep, but not weirdly invasive.
Agreed. Okay, next one. You look different from your pictures.
Daniel, no, never.
I mean, maybe they meant it in a good way.
Yeah, right. If someone says that, what they really mean is, I thought you'd have a different face.
Okay. So what should you say instead?
Try you look great. Or compliment their smile or outfit. Easy, kind, safe.
How about, you look like someone I'd like to order dessert with. Romantic and strategic.
Smooth, kinda. I'll give it a 7/10. All right, next disaster phrase. My ex used to love this place.
Oof, I think I actually said this once. The air got colder than a winter in Siberia. Because it's a buzzkill. A first date is not an ex-therapy session.
Exactly. Save the trauma dumps for, like date 5 or your therapist. Better alternative. Focus on the person in front of you. Say, this place has great energy. I'm glad we're here together. Boom. You're welcome.
Okay. Emily's giving us game today. Next one is just awkward.
I Googled you before this. That's like saying, I stalked you thoroughly and may know your high school GPA.
Which is creepy, but accurate. Let's be honest, everyone does a tiny search.
Sure, but you don't announce it, especially not over appetizers. Instead, let them share their story naturally. Don't speedrun their LinkedIn resume. Okay, bonus round. Let's do some rapid-fire better phrases. Ready?
Bring it on.
Instead of why are you still single, say, what kind of person are you looking to share your life with?
Oh, nice. Instead of you remind me of my mom, say, your kindness feels familiar in the best way. Nailed it.
Not bad. Last one, instead of do you want kids, say, what does your ideal future look like? Daniel, are you ... secretly good at this?
Only on podcasts and when it's too late to matter.
All right, listeners, what's the worst thing someone said to you on a first date? Comment below or send us your story. And maybe we'll read it in the next episode. Okay, Daniel, here's another one. I stalked your profile before this date.
Oh no, that's like saying, I know your dog's name, your mom's birthday, and where you went last summer. And no, I'm not a serial killer, I swear.
Exactly, like we all do it a little, but don't say it out loud. It's called social media, not confession hour.
Okay, my turn. You should never say, so, how much money do you make?
Oh my God, that's just rude. Are we on a date or filing a tax report?
And what's worse is when they follow it up with, because I believe in financial stability.
Oh, classy. Next thing you know, they're asking for your credit score and Wi-Fi password. Okay, another no-no. I still live with my ex, but we're just friends.
Nope, that's not a red flag. That's a red blanket, jacket, and fire truck. Abort mission.
Seriously, if your past is still your present, then maybe this date shouldn't be happening. And this one's underrated. You remind me of my mom. Why do people say that? Are you looking for love or a therapy session? I once had a guy say that and then show me a photo of her. And I kid you not, Daniel, I looked exactly like her.
That's deeply unsettling. Freud would have a field day.
Okay, one last one, and this is real. I've already picked baby names for our future kids. Run, just run. That's not a first date. That's a casting call for a life you didn't sign up for.
Moral of the story? Keep it light, respectful, and normal, people. You're not auditioning for a rom-com.
Or a reality TV show. First dates are for vibes, not red flags. If you're enjoying this chaos and learning what not to say, make sure to follow the English Podcast Studio for more funny, awkward, and educational moments.
You know what else people should never say? My therapist says I have attachment issues, but I'm working on it.
Oh no, that's like saying, I come with a warning label. But at least I'm self-aware. Self-awareness is great, but maybe let the therapist talk stay in session, not over appetizers. Right, like, I'll have the Caesar salad. And by the way, here's my emotional baggage.
Exactly. And let's not forget the classic. My ex used to love this place.
Why do people bring up their exes on first dates? That's like bringing a ghost to dinner. It's like, babe, this pasta is good, but not as good as my ex's carbonara.
Instant deal breaker. If your ex is still a topic, maybe you're not ready to date. You're ready to journal.
Oof, preach. How about this one? So, how soon are you looking to get married?
Whoa, we haven't even ordered dessert yet, and you're proposing timelines. I mean, commitment is cool, but slow down, speed racer. Let's at least find out if we like the same pizza toppings first. Speaking of pizza, here's one I actually heard. Pineapple on pizza is a deal breaker for me and a partner.
Wow, love canceled over fruit. I guess love isn't sweet sometimes.
You know what's also awkward? When someone says, I Googled how to impress on a first date before coming. Oh man, appreciate the effort, but you just admitted you're following a script. Imagine mid-date. Wait, Google said to compliment her earrings now. You might as well bring ChatGPT to the table and let it talk for you. Honestly, some people should.
True. At least ChatGPT wouldn't say, I think I left my oven on. Can we make this quick?
Rude. If you're not present, just stay home with your oven. Final note. First dates aren't interviews, therapy, or confession booths. Be real, be kind, and maybe don't bring up your pet tarantula collection, at least not until date 3. Unless they love tarantulas. Then you're soulmates. If you laughed, cringed, or had flashbacks, you have to hit follow. This is the English Podcast Studio, where English meets awkwardness, hilariously.
Subscribe now before your next date goes wildly wrong. So to wrap this up, let me give you some golden rules for first dates, and trust me, these are things you should never ever say unless you're trying to crash and burn faster than a budget airline. My ex used to do that too. Immediate red flag. Don't bring the ghost of relationships past to dinner. It's not a haunted house, it's a date. So, do you want kids? Whoa there, partner. You're putting the cart before the horse. Let's get through dessert before we plan diapers and daycare. I checked your entire Instagram before coming here. That's not just digging for dirt, that's tunneling like a mole. We all do a little scrolling. Just don't spill the beans. I think we should move in together. That's not a date, that's a marathon commitment on the first lap. Don't jump the gun. Take it slow and steady. What's your salary? Honey, this is a date, not a job interview. Don't cross the line before even knowing the person's middle name. So, the takeaway, first dates should be light, fun, and full of good vibes, not heavy drama, tax returns, or emotional roller coasters. And hey, if you learned something new today, or even just laughed out loud, then don't ghost us. Hit that like button. Drop a comment about the worst thing you've ever heard on a date. Subscribe to the English Podcast Studio. And save this video for your next awkward dating disaster. Idioms we covered today. Crash and burn. Ghost of relationships past. Putting the cart before the horse. Digging for dirt. Spill the beans. Jump the gun. Cross the line. Ghost us. Laughed out loud. This is Emily, and you're listening to the English Podcast Studio, where English gets real, funny, and a little awkward. See you in the next one.